att vi har väldigt prominenta och långväga gäster, nämligen Elastica och Boy George.
Hello.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
As I said, we're very proud and glad to have you here. But Boy George, or should I say George Allen O'Dowd?
Either one's fine.
George, I call you George.
George, yeah.
I know you've been in Sweden 6 years ago.
Yeah.
How was it? What was your impression of Sweden and the Swedes?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Lovely.
Lovely. Any particular?
Well, the last time I was here, I remember just getting very drunk and falling asleep and then going home. I don't remember doing much about it. I mean, when you're touring and travelling, you don't really get to see much. You know, you do your gig, you get drunk, go to a few discos, go home.
But your friends told you that Sweden were nice, right?
Yeah, I mean, everywhere's nice. I mean, I judge a place by the people. You know, if the people are nice to me, then I have a good time.
How about the Swedish food? I know that you have this... you bring your wok with you.
No.
Yes, I read that. You bring your wok and you cook and stuff because you're microbiotic,
No, I'm
vegetarian. I can't
vegetarian, and it's very hard to get anything kind of decent vegetarian food in the rest of Europe.
Yeah.
It's a land of sort of pork meat and crackers, isn't it?
So you mean that Sweden is like that?
Well, you eat a lot of meat here, don't you?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't.
No, you're
Are you
a vegetarian.
Yes.
Hello.
How about you? What do you know about
vegetarian.
Swedish food?
I like gravlax.
Gravad lax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
like a bit
good.
of fish, but I don't eat anything with eyelashes.
Justine and Donna, you've been to Sweden before, haven't you?
Once.
Once. When?
Last year we came over for festivals.
And you played in Stockholm yesterday?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was great. Really enjoyed it. I think the audiences are generally more sort of stand stillish than they are at home.
Compared to the British one?
Yeah.
Or maybe they just didn't know us so well.
Yeah.
But you are really big in Britain now, aren't you?
Oh, do you think so?
Huge!
I do. Yeah, you're really huge. #1 on the chart, right?
Yeah, our album was #1 for a week.
Okay, we'll talk to you guys later.
Okay then.
Först så ska vi prata om Justins pojkvän som lär vara en generös man. Detta får ni veta i Nöjes.
Gotta admit it, you do bring your work.
Ruling!
You knew all the words.
I know most of them.
Yeah, I saw it. In 3 weeks, George.
I'm a super pop fan.
Yeah, you are. I can tell. Me too.
Good.
In 3 weeks, your new album, Cheapness and Beauty, will be released.
Yeah.
But for us who grew up with Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? It's
Yeah.
like Culture Club will always have this special place in our heart.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah? That's nice, isn't it? But is it like that people still connect you mostly with Culture Club?
Well, I guess because the greater public connects me with what I did in the past. You know, people always want to hold you in a box, in a corner. But I mean, you know, Culture Club was out almost 10 years ago. I've done a lot of things since Culture Club.
Yeah, but
Good and bad.
good and bad. I know that. We're going to talk about that later.
Oh,
But
are we?
Let's take a look a little bit of what it looked like back then. Här kommer ett collage med Boy George.
Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Precious kisses, words that burn me. Lovers never ask you why. And you used to be so sweet, I heard you say that my love was an addiction. When we cling, our love is strong. When you go, you're gone forever. You string along, you string along. Ooh, the strings of emotion take a ride into unknown pleasure. Oh, give me strength. Oh, Lord above, I need some of that sweet toxic love, sweet toxic love, poured through my veins to lift me up, to make me insane. Baby, baby, we like your lips. Baby, baby, we like your pants.
I love that look.
What do you feel when you see all these old pictures?
What do you mean, what do I feel?
Do you feel sadness or happiness?
Why should I feel sad?
I don't know.
She was camp. I mean, I just think it's like, you know, it's funny. I mean, it just... When I see different videos and different pictures, I just think of things that were happening at that time. Some of them are good things, some of them are sad things, you know. But it's kind of funny looking back, you know.
What's the strongest memory from the time with Culture Club?
Fighting with John, I think, and having good sex.
John was your boyfriend?
He was the drummer, yeah. Lots of fighting and good sex. And gold discs, you know, that kind of thing.
But you recognize yourself. I mean, you changed looks several times.
But if you went back for your photo album, I'm sure you had a few fierce looks in the 70s and I don't know how old
but
you are.
not
but,
as, you know, like your looks, they've been like this.
Well, you know, I get bored easily.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What look did you like the best?
Oh, the next one. I like the bald one because it's just so doesn't look anything like me, and I don't really like looking like myself. From about the age of 11, I always tried to look like somebody else. Like I hated my face.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought it was a bit boring.
You have a beautiful face.
Yeah, but it looks good with makeup, and that's how I like it to look.
Yeah. So that's why you started to wear makeup.
Yeah, psychological problems.
Gosh, that could really be deep.
You've got the same outfit on as my guitarist. Look.
Yeah, I do. I recognise.
It's your sister.
We could start a band. But I mean, Culture Club was so huge. You sold over 50 million albums.
Yeah.
50 million albums. And I read somewhere that the more...
How soon they forget, eh?
The more... I read that the more famous you get, the lonelier you get. Is that
Well,
true?
I mean, I think a lot of people who are sort of artists are driven to be successful because it's like almost like a sense of fulfillment.
Fulfillment for what?
You know, you feel kind of, I suppose, good about yourself. It's nice to be loved. It's nice to be successful. But when you reach the kind of peak, a lot of the time you find that you end up feeling just as lonely, you know. So you have to kind of like find a balance, I think, between...
Substitute.
Well, and I think you have to find a balance between being a kind of normal person and being a sort of loony kind of pop artist.
But when you're a normal person, do you wear makeup and stuff like that, or?
Sometimes. I mean, not when I go to Sainsbury's, it's like a supermarket.
Yeah.
But,
you wear your jogging dress.
whatever, I
right?
look like a slob, but, you know, sometimes it's nice to have a balance, you know. I mean, you know, I wouldn't go shopping like this. Well, not to Sainsbury's or supermarket.
I just have to ask you, because I read that you grew up in a very big family. You were 6 children.
Yeah, 6 kids.
How about, do you long for children?
No.
No? Not at all?
Not at all.
No?
I mean, I like kids, but I don't want any.
No?
No. It's a bit hard for 2 men to have children.
Yeah, but today you can adopt children. Do you think that homosexuals should be allowed to adopt children?
Yeah, I don't think it matters what your sexuality is. I mean, it's really whether you can bring them up properly. I mean, if you have kids, then you have to put a lot of time in. And, you know, I'm kind of like... I'm not responsible enough, really, to have children. I think it's a big job. You know, I don't think it matters whether you're a man, a woman, or gay or straight.
Do you think you will be responsible enough?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll
Maybe,
see.
who knows? You know, I mean,
see.
I have a pizza next week. Who knows, you know?
We'll see. Okay, we're going to talk more with you later, and we're going to hear songs from your new album.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a candy.
Funtime blir det här och nu i Nöjesrevyn. Boy George!
your number and your cause, your black skin or your menopause, your cancer, your identity. You're not so different to me. You're not the only one. State your number and your cause. Don't be the holy one. Your black skin or your menopause. You're not the only one. Your cancer, your identity. Don't be the holy one. You're not so different to me.
Från Boy George till Elastica. Okej, Sonja, vad gjorde du där egentligen?
Om jag mätte med där? Vi tar det. Fortsättning följer.
Nej, jag tycker vi tar det nu.
Nej, usch, nu fick jag handsvett. Nej, däremot så I would like to ask you, George. What do you think? Does the
Why
size?
me?
I don't know why you.
Is a big dick important?
Yeah, the size.
I think a big brain is more important than a big dick.
Oh, so if you could have the choice, you choose the brain.
I'd much rather someone with a great personality that was fun to be with, that was good in bed. I mean, size isn't important, it's what you do with it that's important. You know, sensitivity, vulnerability, beauty, it's much more important than size.
Is that what you talk about in
I
the
don't
book?
talk about anyone's sizes in that book. That's one thing that was
No?
taboo. No way, I would never do that. That's too
Anything
cruel.
else
I would say if
that-
someone had a big one, but not if they had a small one.
Okay. We have to read the book.
Some gay person told me said that the guys with the biggest dicks are the computer nerds. Really, is that true?
I don't know. Not that experience, I'm sorry.
Do you know how the computer works?
Yeah, you push buttons, yeah.
What do you think, Justin?
What do I
you think
think?
that the size is important?
I think, I think it's obviously relevant, but I don't think having a really big dick is that great. I think dicks can be too big but not too small.
When is it too big?
And you're not your front teeth out.
I'm not going to do this on TV.
Well,
My
we
mother
on the
might
word
see
or
this.
something.
Yeah,
Give me a
right.
break.
No, but when do you think it's
No,
too
I
big?
think it's not that important. I agree with George that it's what people do with their heads really.
Wow, that sounds strange.
What do you think, Donna?
Well, they've just given the
Engelsk
most
sex.
intelligent answer, so I'm just going to say size is the only thing that matters, really.
Yeah,
Because,
thank you.
Yeah, totally.
Jag tror vi har med oss någon på telefon. Vem har vi först på telefon?
Are you big?
If I am, if
I'm
I've got
going
a
to
big
measure
one.
later.
Yeah, have you?
Let's take
Pontus,
that
har
later.
vi med oss Pontus?
Pontus!
Tjena!
Hej Pontus, varifrån ringer du?
Jag ringer ifrån Göteborg.
Okej. Vad
Vad
har
vill
du
du
för
säga?
hjärta?
Vad sa du?
Vad vill du säga?
Jag tycker att det här är ganska töntigt egentligen. Varför ska man snacka om hur stor kuk man har?
Alltså du tycker det är oviktigt totalt då eller?
Jag menar, jag har 17 centimeter kuk.
Vänta, jaha.
Okej.
Ja.
Ja.
Det är ju ganska kul. Tycker de som jag har varit med i alla fall.
Ja.
Ja.
Ja, men då finns det väl en mening i att de tycker att det är kul.
Ja, men varför ska det vara mindre eller varför ska det vara större?
Men tror du att kvinnor föredrar män med längre eller mindre?
Varför måste det vara kvinnor?
Ja, det är helt rätt. Det är helt
Föredrar
rätt.
du
Jag är
kvinnor eller
bög,
män?
va?
Vad sa du?
Jag är bög.
Ja.
Ja. Och jag menar, de grabbarna som jag är, de är jävligt lyckliga när jag har 17 centimeter kuk.
Okej.
Ja.
Do you know what he's saying?
Yeah, he says that 17 centimeters, and the guys that he's with, he's homosexual. They are very, very happy when they're with him, but he doesn't understand why it's important.
Well, boy,
Okej.
boy, what do you think?
What do I think? Well, I don't think it matters.
No,
No,
no.
neither do I.
Ja, men nu
Exactly.
skiter vi i dig. Hej då Pontus. Jag tror vi har med oss Lisa.
Hej, hej.
Hej! Hej Lisa.
Vad vill du säga?
Nej, jag tänkte bara säga att små snoppar är mycket bättre. För vad kittlar mest i näsborren egentligen? Ett grässtrå eller ett finger?
Aha.
Helt rätt! Tror du att det är helt överreklamerat det här med storleken? Att egentligen så vill kvinnor ha något litet och sött?
Ja,
Gulligt.
helt klart.
Helt klart.
Ja.
Ja. Vi kan nästan se våran snoppdiskussion vara över där, va?
Ja, det gör vi.
Du var helt inne där och satte fingrar på måttbandet. Jag såg det. George, I have to ask you. I read somewhere that you say that everybody's bisexual.
That's right.
Is that true?
I think everyone is, yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, you are, you liar. Put a pair of satin gloves on a bit of rope, you won't know the difference. I mean, it's your mind. It's your mind that...
to be bisexual, but I think it's up to...
Give us your phone number.
I think everybody's definitely bisexual, but it's whether they've been brought up. It's how what brain they've got, when it makes sense.
I mean, society encourages you to be one thing.
But are there any bisexual cultures then?
Any what?
Bisexual
Penguins
cultures.
are bisexual.
They are?
Yeah.
And dogs.
And dogs.
And dogs. Okay, I haven't tried it with a dog yet. I probably will.
I think everybody
Okej, nu har vi
both.
diskuterat storlek och vi har diskuterat hundar och pingviner. Nöjes Revyn börjar närma sig sin final. Are you enjoying yourself, George?
Yeah, it's fab. It's like being at home.
It is.
It's like being at home.
But no Sweden then.
What are you going to do in the future? Next? What's you?
In the next
The
future?
Well, I'm going to be touring later in the summer in Europe.
In Sweden?
All over Europe,
Yeah.
hopefully, yeah.
When will you be back in Sweden?
Hopefully around about end of summer, like beginning of autumn, if everything goes to plan. I'm off to Brazil next month and to America.
Brazil, all right.
Will you continue with your DJ stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm DJing next Friday in London. Yeah, I do it every weekend.
Yeah.
Any
I
spare
wish I
weekend,
could
any spare weekend on out with me box, with 12 inches.
I wish I could go to London.
12 inches.
Well, we're very happy that
was a good
you
one.
came. We're very
Thanks a
happy.
lot. Thanks for having me.
Thanks
It's
for
great.
coming. Thank you.
Okej, det är bara en enda liten sak kvar alldeles strax och det är att berätta vad som...
Möta?
Mäta? Ja, det har varit väldigt mycket sånt. Jag har slutat den diskussionen. Vad händer nästa vecka? Jo, detta.